Welcome to another episode of
RyCanTopMyKnee.
Woo 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 Neat Neat Neat
Woo
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 Neat.
woo woo.
รายการต่อไปนี้
I'm Kevin.
And I'm Jonathan, and we are a boys love podcast that talks about our favorite shows and all the press and mess around them.
Yes, and speaking of mess, so you know that Senator Lindsey Graham of South Carolina passed
starting off
away
with that.
a week ago. As many people consider him the first or probably the latest closeted queen.
Mm-hmm.
But,
There were jokes about who found him at the scene of the crime.
right, and I sent you the confession that somebody had mentioned about his ladybugs.
Please. Yikes.
Yeah, I will not divulge into that, but if you do want to read it yourself, you can definitely comment all of that, and then we could share it with you.
You don't need to know about his ladybugs. That's nasty.
But there are some people who assume. What happened? What did
Your little bot's slipping.
It slipped?
Her skirt is slipping down.
So there were a few people that assumed that Lindsey Graham was probably sacrificed because there's a whole lore that the MAGA administration actually might be a cult of devil worshippers.
Oh my!
I mean, it's a stretch.
They do this all the time. It was the Illuminati, right, with all the artists, and now it's this.
Yeah, it's a stretch. I mean, is it a big stretch? Not really, but it is a stretch.
I mean, thank you for your sacrifice. Let me say that. Thank you for your sacrifice.
Because people are like, he was a little too young to die so suddenly, and that's why they think it might have been a sacrifice. I mean, he was 71.
God's retribution, you know.
Well. Anywho, before we get to word on the tweet, you can definitely sacrifice a like and subscribe if you haven't already. The reward is great, I promise.
There's no reward.
Listening to us, that's the reward.
That's the reward. There you go.
That's the
reward. It is not a sacrifice to subscribe to us. Oh my God.
Well, let's get to word on the tweet. Oh my.
There's so much. This was the week of mess. Or maybe it's the month of mess.
Yeah, because there was scamming and scammers dying and
people reposting
things they shouldn't be reposting and companies sacrificing their sacrificing their youngest, freshest actors and a lot going on.
A lot going on.
But
I
feel
feel like
highlight.
Yeah, we got to talk about the good things first.
Yeah.
The first thing I'll say is I went to the Kang Namping fan meet in New York City on Friday. Was it? It was really good, actually.
I had a feeling it would be good. Sadly, I couldn't go because I had other obligations that same day. But I heard it was great.
It was really great. Kinjira was the show of the year last year, so I had to show up.
Yes.
I had to see the boys.
And I'm pretty sure Kang looked great.
Oh, Kang was good. And Namping looked good, too.
Of course.
Namping was, so bubbly and bright, and he speaks, more English than Kang. So he's, very fluent. He was so comfortable on stage. And Kang was more, shy and kind of reserved.
Oh.
And he was really cute. He was just, everything. He'll be like, okay.
Oh.
And he was really cute, just, following Namping's lead.
Oh, that's really sweet.
Yeah, but it was a cute fan meet. It was by Kohai Events.
Yeah, which I have not heard about before up until, or maybe we did hear about.
I think last year they did a Boss Knoll.
Yes,
when they did
that's
Boss
what
Knoll.
It was. Yeah, and from the streets, it seems like Kohai actually does really good organized events. Did it feel organized to you?
Well, I think it was okay. First, I didn't know Lila was the MC. I was like, oh, hey, Miss Starstruck Media.
So
she was,
collaborations are definitely possible.
I think maybe she was also like the moderator last year as well for Boss
Okay.
No. I wasn't sure.
Okay.
But she was here for today and she was great.
Mm.
It was organized. I felt like it was organized, but I guess once it got to the benefits, it was like a little crazy because maybe I'm just used to the way the other fan meets are done, where the benefits are just kind of on stage in front of everyone. So your friend can like record for you, and you kind of get to see everyone get their photos done. But they kind of had everyone in like a back area to do like the high buy and to do your like 2-to-1 or 2-to-4 photo.
Oh, okay. So it's just a different experience.
It's a different setup. So they didn't like. I was able to record my high buy. I can like put it up here. And they look great. They would look great. But I couldn't have someone record my photo. And they said no phones. They were like, put your phone away before you get to the photo. And I was like, why? I guess they were just trying to speed things through. They didn't want.
I see.
But like some people had poses they had, on their phone, and it's just a quick like, let's do this pose, And now you have to like go up there and like quickly
explain the pose to them, and
But I hope the photo came out cute. I don't know. It went by in like a split second. They're like, all right, next.
You should probably get the photos in about a week or so.
Yeah, in like 2 weeks.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So.
Well, what else is going on now? We started off light. I think it's going to get a little darker,
a little shadier. It's
a little shadier.
A little shadier. That's why I got my shades on today. That's why I got my shades on.
That's actually not why he has the shades on, but if you want to share, you can.
I mean, girl, I had a time this weekend. A little hungover, a little drunk. No. I mean, well, but okay. Next, Oh, I'm on the wrong news of the week.
You sure
I am. I sure am. But you know what? We pushed through.
Because I know the next thing you wanted to talk about was
Oh, yes. We have to talk about... See, this was happening... I've noticed this for a while. So this was happening on... You see on like little fan meets. You see on behind the scenes TikToks and stuff. It's all these actors kept on doing this this hand sign. So you go like this and you close your fingers over your thumb.
Okay.
And like us in America, I guess, are more aware of what that sign means. It's like a domestic abuse, like
that's what I was thinking.
That you would like reach out to someone.
Yeah, if you are on camera or something and you are you're being either domestic abuse or you're being trafficked. That's like the universal signal.
But I guess someone over there would use it as a joke, and they just thought it was. I guess they didn't know what the signal was. They thought it was just like a general, like maybe like sign language for help. So they started using it as a joke on TikToks, during fan meets, during whatever. And it just kind of spread around Thailand a little bit. And then I think the latest thing, it was like Win and like Force were at the gym. And then they were just like randomly doing that signal on like an Instagram story. And that's what like really prompted someone to do like a message on Twitter being like, hey, I don't know if you guys know, but this is like a serious actual like...
Yeah, it's not something to joke about.
Yeah, like this isn't just like a general signal for help. This is like an actual like signal for domestic abuse. Like, just to educate them. And then now like all these other companies, all these boys are coming out with statements being like, oh, thank you so much for educating us.
Which is good.
I think this is like a great example of like, this is you see something that someone's doing wrong and you go and say, hey, that's not right.
This is why.
Yeah.
And this is what. So, but also I think, because Win is grown, Force is grown.
I guess maybe is it just not known over there in Asia? Maybe it's not.
I don't know.
Widely used.
I do feel as if we are, as people who have brains, I think it's important that we use our brain, and if we see something, just take a few seconds to Google and see like, what does this hand signal mean?
Any kind of like hand gesture or like anything, you should always kind of double check what you're doing.
Yeah, because some of them,
that's when you throw up gang signs, or you throw up like you don't know if it's a slur, if it's like a curse word or something.
Just like I think, for example, if you do a thumbs up in Brazil, that could mean something
What that mean?
nasty.
It's an invitation for...
No. It could mean calling somebody an asshole.
Oh.
So you don't want to just go around like...
Well, there you...
You don't want to do that.
Mm-hmm.
But in the U.S., that's like, cool, man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So it's like, just be aware of who your audience is. And if you don't know what a hand symbol means, you probably shouldn't use it.
Everyone loves to hop on a trend so fast, hop on a whatever.
Again,
let's double check our sources.
We have brains.
Yeah.
Use your brain. Unless you can't use your brain, because there are people who, we're going to be inclusive here, their brains are not functioning. Like a certain orange person.
Ooh.
But other people, you have brains. Let's use our brains.
I mean, I'm just glad that this is, I think, a great example of something happened. The audience is there to help educate, and then that's how you see change happen.
And their response was good because they learned. They're like, okay, that was a mess. I can move on. Mm-hmm. They were like, oh, I forgot to use my brain that day. I'm using it now. Using it now.
Exactly. That's how we learn and move on. Unlike some other people, unlike some other topics. But before we get there, this also just happened 2 days ago. Mew, from Mewtwo,
Yes. The iconic real life ship. Mm-hmm. Emphasis on the real life ship.
Emphasis on actual relationship.
Yes.
I guess people were mad at Mew for still acting with men and women in media. I mean, he's an actor, but they were mad at him for being in a relationship with Tool while still working in the industry, acting with women, with men, in series and promotional stuff. And I'm like, so they're calling out, oh, you should break up with Tool. Maybe this relationship isn't real, blah, 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 sending him death threats. I'm like, why? What is going on?
I wonder if people understand what a job is.
This man's an actor.
You know what? I feel as if the people who are saying that are jobless.
Jobless.
I want to say there's a difference between being unemployed and looking for a job, because that in itself, looking for a job is a job in itself, right?
Mm-hmm. It really is.
And then there are people who don't have jobs by choice, who spend their time nitpicking at people's actual relationship because they don't have one to nitpick of their own. So I stand with Mew and Tool. We love them. We want to see them, they're happy forever. We're waiting for their wedding. We would love an invite. But
dropping hints every week.
Also, Mew is an actor.
Let him act.
Let him act. That's why I think it was a few weeks ago I mentioned how I feel as if Mew and Sunny are probably a ship or launching a ship. Maybe. But it's a TV ship because they are both what? Everybody say it together. Actors.
Period.
Yeah. So even if because I personally think Sunny's probably straight, and if that's so what? Because they're acting. And people, especially a lot of BL fans, well, not a lot, but a large number.
It's so hard for some people to separate the on-screen fan service with real life.
They just can't understand that there is a line between acting and actually living a life. And maybe that's because they need to get a life.
It's just,
I don't know.
It's too parasocial. It's not knowing, it's never meeting gay people in real life. You don't know what people can be in a relationship.
Jobless people.
And also act. We see it in America. We see it in other countries. You see it on TV every day. You're telling me, look at Zendaya. Zendaya and Tom Holland are together. And God forbid Zendaya, you see her in Challengers. You see her in that new movie with Robert Pattinson.
She's working.
She's working.
She has a job.
Come on.
I need people to really, again, this goes back to brains. Okay?
It's a zombie epidemic right now. It's a zombie epidemic.
Be, because people are forgetting that, I have a brain that has been given to me by the powers that be. And that means I should use it. And
use it you shall.
And you use it you shall. If you're not using your brain, maybe you might not need to start sending messages to people that you don't know, because Mutual don't know you. They don't even know us. Yeah.
We get such small information about their actual relationship, right?
Yeah, because they pick and choose what about their relationship
What they want to show us
share.
is private to them. Yeah.
Yeah. And that is okay because that is their relationship. We do not need to be privy to anything going on in their bedroom. Would we want to see it? Maybe.
Well, yes.
But that is not for us to see.
That's for
unless they want to share it.
That's for the future, maybe.
Yeah, and if you want to share what's happening in your bedroom publicly, sure, I will happily
drop the link.
I will watch it. But other than that, we can only have access to what they share with us. And that's it. And if you want to read in between lines and stuff, you have way too much time on your hands. Way too much.
And speaking of sharing information online.
Oh, boy.
Again, more messy news.
Oh, boy.
Last week we were sharing about a certain someone who was, mishandling money for a fan club. And this week also some stuff was coming out about another individual or conglomerate. I don't know. They're pretty small. I think they're like a team of 2 or 3. There was some news about Beloved Entertainment online on Twitter. We're just reporting the news allegedly that they were what were they doing? They were mishandling information and money with fans for their sleepover events. For some of their cup sleeves, I think. They put out a statement being, kind of apologizing, and they, I guess, fired one of the admins of the group, too. Y'all, again, just to reiterate, make sure you know where your money's going. Make sure you have all of the information you have for things. I think we all want to see community. We all want to have BL community online. But sometimes you don't know other people's intentions. Some people are in it for the money, or some people are in it for the fame or the clout.
The cloutivist.
You really have to make sure that you're putting your money to what you want.
Yes, and know where your money's going. If a fan group, fan club, fan event
it's asking for a certain amount of money or something,
and they're not being transparent about where that money is going, have your antenna up. And then you could ask for transparency. There's nothing wrong with that.
Make sure you get that clear communication.
Yes.
Early on, up front.
Yes. Period.
Put them on blast.
Yes, on blast.
Yeah, I don't know. It's sad to hear because I feel like we're such a small community, but it is growing and growing every single day.
So you got to be careful.
So there's always going to be some bad apples here and there, or people that make mistakes, but you still need to,
Like we said last week, you got to be on the scent.
Keep your eye on the ball. Woof woof.
Keep your nose
to the scent of the mystery. And
Scooby-Dooby-Doo.
And Scooby-Dooby-Doo. And lastly, as the topic of the episode, a certain someone from a certain When Oranges Fall was in a controversy, but we will get to that later in this episode. Sorry, y'all.
Later. So
sorry,
hold on tight because
hold on.
We're
just
gonna
wait.
go to our shows of the week,
and then we'll get back to you. Don't worry.
Okay. So Jonathan, what is your show this week?
My show this week is. I was gonna say this one show, but actually I'm switching it up. I'm gonna say is Peach and Me.
Oh.
Because I was just watching it on the way over here.
So you watched the first 2 episodes?
No, I'm almost done with the first episode.
Okay.
I'm a little behind. Life has been busy.
It's been very packed this past 2 weeks for the 2 of us. In different ways, but very packed.
But Peach and Me is great. I feel like jumping back into this show, you're like, oh, you love these characters. You're in the same world again. You're I'm looking at him like, damn, Pond is really killing it. I forgot, Peach, Me and T was just a couple months ago. That was back in
I think that was sometime in March,
May.
Yeah, sometime around. Yeah,
it was not too long ago, but I kind of already forgot about it all because BL World moves so fast.
Yeah,
but jumping back into these characters, I'm like, damn, Pond really killed it with this show.
Did.
He's hilarious. He's such a character. He's so expressive.
Yeah.
I'm really loving it so far. And then you get to see them. It's like a little mini series. I think it's only 4 episodes. Where you see them like as adults in their married life. I think it's only like 4 or 5 months
with their adopted children.
Yeah, after the end of the show with their adopted children. Spoiler alert. Ooh, well,
it was.
You know about the show.
It was in the end of the.
Yeah, if you didn't watch season 1, or if you haven't seen season 1, go watch season 1. It's really good. Great series. And I'm excited to see more. I'm excited to see more of the side couples too. Of
with Per Santa and.
I don't know about Per Santa, but I'm here to see
them.
They were trash characters in the first season, so not Santa's character, but Perf's. Their relationship was. Hopefully, they fix it in these 4 episodes, but I don't know if they're going to.
I think they will.
But William S. I'm here to see William S. Flush out their story.
Oh yes.
Amy Bonnie, because the whole family gay, the whole friend group gay, the whole family gay. That's every show ever now.
A lot of homosexuals.
Homosexuals everywhere.
Everywhere.
And it's crazy to see Kunti, his like tattoo is like a wolf.
Yeah,
it's and like now here. And now it has like a little peach
right above his heart.
Yeah, it's eating a peach right here, and he like grabs it and he's like, ugh. And I'm like, I can't.
He is so cheeseball. He's watched way too many Licorns.
It's so good.
So good though. My show this week is Payback. I'm
not caught up.
I know you're not caught up. I'm not going to tell you what happens.
In episode 8.
That you know that in episode 8, because everyone's been talking about it, there is a beautifully done NC scene.
Even spicier than the last?
I would say, in my opinion, it's almost beyond cloud level.
Oh, so I'm almost seeing...
It's almost there. It's like they were literally a step away.
That's crazy.
A step away.
Yeah, I was talking to Liz yesterday, and Liz was like, we are a second, we saw connection, a second away from seeing connecting.
Yeah, hole and pole.
Yeah. There you go, hole and pole. We almost saw the connection.
Yes.
I was like, that's crazy.
But I love the way the story is going. I mean, I feel as if each episode there's a slight new twist.
Mm-hmm.
We're already on episode 8. There's definitely more that is happening, that is going on. And I think it's worth, people who are not watching it, you need to get your life and get on
You need to get your life.
This is a good one. It's this one, like right now, the 4 best shows that are in the BL world, in my opinion, is Payback, Edge of Horizon, Don't Be Too Emotional.
Ooh, yes.
Yes, which I just saw the most recent episode to that, and it was also messy. More twist. And then also The Prosecutor's Proposal. Yeah, I mean, you only watched the first episode, right?
I'm on like episode 3 or 4. I think.
You need to keep going. Because that show it's like you get all of them with the exception of Edge of Horizon. It's somewhat toxic tops.
There you go. It's the year of the Black Flag.
Edge of Horizon is
toxic
not
tops.
toxic tops. It's just your typical like family drama, and being homophobic in their own way.
Ooh.
But
Payback is this boy deserves his revenge. He needs his revenge. And then Shogun, who plays. What's his character's name?
I forgot, but
because I'm just calling him Shogun, his real name the whole time. But he's such an amazing actor. Like last episode, he was really working it when having to go through his it's not stage fright. It's like fear of being filmed.
Yeah, he has camera fright.
Yeah, because oh my god, that was I could not watch the screen when they showed that flashback of what happened to him.
Yeah. So definitely when you find the reasoning to it, it's really sad. That was a really hard episode to watch, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was. This episode was not as hard to watch as that one. And it's good because we need a breather from stuff like that. Okay.
I need people to get their comeuppance, I need people to...
Yeah. Know what we need to come up to next?
What?
We have a show that just ended. Just one.
Oh, okay.
Just one. So one show just ended, which I only watched the first 2 episodes of.
I've only seen the first episode of this.
And that is Term K. It's done. So if you want to binge it and you want to see...
Tutor Yin.
Yeah.
Clap cheats.
Or whatever they're doing.
I mean, it's the world of Tan Hon Chonati. It's that world, right?
Yeah.
So I don't know. I low-key want to watch it just to see what they do with that world, because I do want to see this big friend group, but
It's a
it's
whole slew
mostly
of different
about,
actors, and it's it's one of these universes that I think
I don't know. These
it's
characters are just so quirky and so they don't feel real. Maybe I don't know.
and that universe like not having because the first thing for Ton Hon Chon T was with Cao Tung and
Pod.
Pod,
Hmm.
and
And we got Mike
that was
Tap
like
Tap.
2020
Yeah.
ish, and then they're no longer a ship. They haven't been a ship in years.
Yeah.
So now it's like, well,
Then
that
had I Long Nai, which
yeah,
had Mean Ping,
yeah, and then also
and they're not a
remember,
ship.
and they're not a ship anymore. You also had, I guess the infamous messy ship with Mike Top Tap.
Hmm.
They were also in the first one. They haven't been a ship in years.
They were also playing I and I.
Yeah, and it's kind of like it's
You think this universe is cursed a little?
Yeah, it might be similar to the story of Addicted,
Where you just can't get the adaptation
you
right.
can't get it right. And
Mm.
this show was not pulling me in the same way, and I feel bad because I actually like tutoring him.
I like them off screen. That's the thing.
Yeah, and they just seem to have not had a good show, with the exception of what was the show that they were the side couple in for with Z Nunu?
Cutie Pie.
Cutie Pie. There we go. Even though that show was not amazing, in my opinion, but their story as a ship was actually pretty good. And that was actually where I actually started liking them. And then everything they did after that,
Has been all around the world.
especially that one where, Yim was just acting annoying.
Well, yeah, that was the same. Yeah, we don't talk about her.
We don't, yeah.
We'll talk-
yeah. Oh, Middleman's Love. There we go.
No, we don't
Yeah.
talk about that show. That show was ooh.
Garbage.
But I mean, let us know if you really like Term Che. If we should give it a second
let
chance.
us know in
Let
the
us
comments. Yeah, let us know in the comments in some shape or form. But we do have some new shows that we should probably put on our roster.
know. Mm-hmm.
So we have two shows. One of them is Your Summer, My Storm. This show actually came out last week. And I forgot to put it on there. But this is a Japanese show that came out on Tuesday, July 14th.
Mm-hmm.
And it's available on Viki. But on Saturdays, it comes out on Gaku Lala.
Okay.
Yeah, so you can watch
Weird.
it on Viki or Gaku Lala. It's probably whatever distribution deal they have.
Mm.
And then the other show is a Thai show called Class Crush Crisis.
I've seen ads for this. Yeah.
Yes, and this comes out on Friday, July 24th, so this Friday. It's available on the 1D app and also on Netflix in some regions. Now, I'm not sure if it's available in the US.
Maybe on YouTube for like a couple episodes or two?
Maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, because I've noticed the 1D app, they would do like maybe the first episode on the 131 YouTube channel. So maybe that might be the case, but I haven't seen anything about that yet. But we'll find out on Friday.
Well, we'll find out.
Yeah.
I think you left off. I think there was one more show coming out. Was it that new show by Matt Snat? I think that's also coming out on like the 20s.
That comes out next week on Sunday.
On the 20s, yeah.
Yeah, so that's why I didn't put it on here, because we'll talk about it next week. So, but you know what? We do have some mess to get to, which, Jonathan, you alluded to. Ciao.
Ooh.
So, Jonathan, this whole thing with Justin Moir, Moir, I don't remember how to pronounce his last name.
I don't know. Moir. Justin Moir,
was disturbing, shocking, messy, and it definitely brought out a ton of feels from the BL fan base. Like,
a lot of people are either side,
which is very interesting that there is this blindly supportive side, and then there's I think there's three different groups, right? There's the blindly supportive side, which they're like, we're going to support you no matter what, which tells me that people who do that must have some level of bigotry. Then you have the people who are more
Forgiving.
who are forgiving, but also like I want to say like maybe
They're like
more
more mad at GMMTV than him.
there's
Just
people like
like-
that. There's the group where I think where I'm at where I can forgive because you're young, but also your actions do have consequences.
There you
And
go.
this is a learning moment for you to do better. I don't think he's I'm in that group that I don't think he's fully learned at all
Mhm.
yet, but I think
Yeah.
that's a process. And then there's the group who are like cancel 100% out of sight,
Cancel,
out of
never
mind.
wanna see you
Never
again.
want to see you again.
But I mean, first we got to talk about what even happened.
Yeah, what
So-
even happened?
So Justin Moore, he is the third couple in When Oranges Fall,
Mhm.
which is about to finish, I think, next week.
Yeah.
A very popular show by All in Progress. Great show. I'm still behind on it, so don't spoil.
Yeah.
But he is in that show. He plays August. I think his character's name is
I have
August.
not seen a single episode of the
Oh,
show
you haven't
yet.
started the show?
Mm-mm.
It's a
Because
great
I was
show.
not. I saw High School BL. I was like,
And
I'm good for now.
You'll take your time with it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It's a great show.
Mhm.
He plays one of the twins of the friend group,
Mm-hmm.
and he is great in the show. He's great. I love this friend group.
Yeah.
But so everyone's loves these characters. Everyone's riding behind everyone.
Mhm.
Show's about to end next week. But then someone on Twitter posted, "Oh, have you checked out his retweets on TikTok?" And it's like on TikTok you can like something, you can post with your own stuff, or you could just like repost repost other people's stuff on TikTok. So people were scrolling through that. There was some stuff from earlier this year. It's not all old. There was some stuff from January this year that was reposted, but some stuff was like from a couple years ago, or like staggered from the past couple years. And most of the stuff that was reposted was stuff alluding to violence against women. Whenever like there was like not even cheating, it was like it'll be like random posts that'll be like, oh, when your girl talks to another man and it's like a guy holding a gun or like a bloody room or something. It's really disturbing imagery. Sorry for anyone trigger warning. It's like disturbing violence against women when it comes to like relationship and stuff. So it was stuff about that. It was repost about Trump talking about, oh, Trump second term 2-1 against Kamala. There was post about Trump talking about there's two genders. So we're like, oh, you're in an LGBT show that's airing right now in Thailand, and you're reposting, or you have in the past reposted stuff about two genders, there only being two genders. Crazy. So there was just a lot of crazy views being reposted. And so that came out. Once that came out, he quickly deleted. And then he had to put out a statement being like, hey, I am sorry. I take full responsibility for all of that. I'm sorry, blah, blah, blah. I will change. GMMTV swiftly sent out, the blue post, the blue and white post, being like, we do not align with these values.
Yeah.
We have terminated our contract with Justin Moore immediately. He will not be in the When Oranges Fall finale fan meet.
Yeah.
And so that's where you get the argument of people being like, yeah, thank you, GMMTV. You did it right this time. Because in the past, they definitely have just kind of swept it under the rug or looked the other way when certain things like this have happened. So some people are like, thank you, GMMTV. Other people are like, this is too harsh. He's 15. You should be more forgiving. You didn't have to cancel his contract. How do you think?
He also did come out with a
second statement,
apology
a second
today as a recording.
Which is like, stop.
Yeah.
Log off Twitter. What are you doing?
Yeah, and I have mixed feelings. I have a lot of feelings actually.
The second response was worse than the first.
Yeah. So this is where I sit. And I kind of was with this a couple days ago. I'm still kind of in the same place. I still stand on the fact that when you are 15, 16, a lot of teens do stuff that is very stupid. And this was one of them.
Yes.
Now, do I think they should just get a slap on the wrist? No.
No.
I think there should be consequences always
You are
for bigotry.
Mm-hmm.
And this is where you should know, like, this is stuff you don't do.
Mm-hmm.
And if you think like this and you're in the BL industry,
Mm-hmm.
you have a responsibility to uphold certain values that align with the LGBTQ community and, more importantly, align with your audience and your fan base.
Mm-hmm.
Where even though the fan base, we have people who only believe that queer folk are imaginary.
But you align with the
you're
company's values. You are an
right,
employee of that company.
right,
You are
exactly.
representing.
Right, you're representing. You are representing a certain group of people that still today is actively marginalized in many societies across the world, and you perpetuating that creates a lot of harm to people who are already in a fragile state of marginalization. Particularly, I think the one that is the most harmful is the retweeting of Trump saying two genders. When we have trans people who are literally being killed, not only in the US, they're being literally beaten and shot down in Indonesia. You still have trans folk who are getting sexually assaulted simply because they are trans. So I think promoting something like that creates a lot of harm. Now, I also felt at the time,
That he
was
is-
termination the right move? I was like, this might have been too harsh, maybe a suspension, but also he needs to learn you don't do this.
This
And
is
also,
a job. This is a job. You don't get a
Yeah.
slap on the wrist, a
Right.
hiatus from any old job. You
Right,
do
right.
something wrong, sorry, we're gonna have to let you go.
Right. And I think also to add to that as well, someone mentioned this in Discord.
Mm-hmm.
He's young enough that he can take the time to learn and do better.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yes.
then he also has the opportunity to come back within the industry.
Mm-hmm.
Like
I feel like,
yeah.
I think this is just because GMMTV terminated his contract for this
doesn't mean
moment.
it's the end of
That
his
doesn't mean
career.
it's the end of his career. That doesn't mean he's canceled for life. I think that was the right decision to do. They are protecting themselves as a
Yeah.
company and also protecting the artist around him. We don't know what happens behind set. We don't know, if we don't know what his actual views are.
Mhm.
It's scary to see this, and he's saying that he's changed or whatever. We don't know.
I don't think he would have changed in a day or two.
You don't change in 6 months. You don't change in a day or two.
Yeah, it's a process, right?
It's a process. And I
Right.
think that process cannot happen while you're still employed at a giant company like this, while getting gigs and meeting people and on screen. You need some time to
Sit back, yeah.
sit back, go back to school. You were young. Go educate yourself. Be a
Mm.
regular teenager. And then maybe you can come back into the industry when you're in your 20s or something, or just a couple years. Like, I think we shouldn't take these things lightly,
Mm-mm.
especially when you're that young and these kind of views already in your mind, on your feed. Like,
Mhm.
that's scary to think, like, who you're surrounding yourself with. Like, where did you get these, like.
Yeah, because
He's also is he half Italian or half American?
something like that.
He's half white. So I think he's not like fully based in Thailand. I think he was somewhere else and then moved to Thailand to pursue acting.
There is a trend that we're seeing with young, like Gen Alpha men, and a lot of them, unfortunately, fall into the manosphere trap, and I think that's what happened with him. I mean, I have an ounce of sympathy for that. Because it also makes me wonder, like, what are you allowing your children to listen to
that's
as
what I'm like.
parents?
Who is he
Like,
surrounding himself with? Where are you getting this from?
But you know what? The manosphere has had a very prolific effect on young teen men
Mm-hmm.
who are trying to find their footing in the world. And in this case, this was not the footing you need to be in. Do not root yourself in bigotry and hatred against women and hatred against trans people and hatred against all queer people. It's not okay.
While trying to get into an industry profiting off of it.
It's very disingenuous.
It's not it.
Yeah, it's
like,
not
we
it.
cannot just let this slide.
Now, for GMMTV, even though I'm glad they did something, they've had other homophobic and transphobic people in their company that
they've turned a blind eye into.
They turned a blind eye. They gave a slap on the wrist. I mean, we have a few that we could mention, and it's kind of like, well, this
Why
is
now, right? Why
now? And people are saying he was a sacrifice to send a message to everyone else that you are exposable.
Maybe
Yeah,
it's because
you
he was
are
so new.
disposable.
He's so new,
Yeah.
so young. Maybe they were like, "This is the easiest way to."
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't have like tenure in the company. He
Because they
hasn't been
didn't do
here.
that with Joss.
They didn't do it with Foy.
They didn't do it with Foy. Foy left on his own,
Yeah, like
recognizant.
at the end of his contract or whatever, that's when they probably severed ties. But he's been there for a long time.
Yeah, and with Joss, like, I do feel as if
They
many of us gave
swept
him,
that under the rug so fast.
and I do feel as if a lot of fans, I would say, including myself, kind of gave him a pass. Like, we addressed it on the show. That was that last year, I think.
Probably last year, yeah.
Yeah, and he didn't retweet stuff, but he was following a lot of
alt-right
problematic people.
And we were like, why? Is it
Why?
for education?
And then he unfollowed them, but it's kind of like, but also,
why were they there in the first place?
Yeah, and part of me wants to believe that Joss is a himbo. I mean, he is, but also at the same time, no himbo is that dumb. Like,
I feel like
again,
he's so
if you're
very
in an
involved.
industry like this, you have to be
aware,
at least minimally aware
of who you're following,
right? Yeah.
Of what you're doing. I don't know. Instagram is not for your news. Is not for your actual, world news. You're not getting.
And if you want to use it for news, follow reputable news sources. You have CNN, which, some people debate, but don't follow, Andrew Tate, who, by the way, Andrew Tate was arrested in Florida, of all places.
He's in prison now, right? Isn't he in prison? Or no, he's out.
No, he's in jail now. He was literally just arrested. So it's kind of like, y'all, don't follow people who literally are doing pedo kind of things, who are trafficking people and using their platform to pretty much spread misogyny, misogynoir, all of that. All the bigotry.
Moir.
Yeah, and Joss, yeah. I mean, I'm assuming Joss probably has learned something, but Justin in particular, I wish him as much intellectualism that he can obtain. I wish that he grows as a young man and turns into someone who actually truly understands that
and is
he
a true
comes
ally.
From a place from privilege,
yes,
and people don't share the same privilege as him, and will not maybe in this lifetime, unfortunately. And he has to use his privilege for the betterment of humanity. And I think he can learn that because he got slapped virtually by a lot of people. The same way that, what Ten's dad in Edge of Horizon is slapping around chat. Sometimes you need a slap into reality.
The same way Sankeo's dad was beating his ass up in that show too, right?
Sometimes you need a good old slap. He lays slapping chat because chat acting stupid and creating all this drama. It's like, sometimes you need that. Chat not gonna get it though. I think the slaps are too much. So his brain is shaking a little too much. So you need one. Sometimes you just need one slap.
Oh,
And so Justin got that one slap from the internet, and now hopefully
we'll see.
The slap leaves a scar in his mind to remind him, you don't do shit like this.
I mean, that's what people are, another thing that people are saying, like, oh, this is like a negative, like he's gonna internalize this and be more hateful. And I'm like, with the proper guidance, with the proper understanding of why he was let go, I doubt they just, cut all contact. They're good at educating on why this is wrong.
You think GMMTV would?
Well, I'm saying like during that termination meeting, they definitely explained why.
Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure they did. Yeah. Because again, like you said, values. There's values of the
parental
company.
Guidance. Like he's gonna be fine. Hopefully, this is not who he is as a person, but we don't know. We don't know these people. I'm
going to assume the best that this is not necessarily who he is, and he's still learning about himself. But this is where consequences matter, and he got probably one of the biggest consequences. And when he comes back on the scene, maybe when he's in his 20s, because I think it's going to be at least a few years before he can do something again. Hopefully not with M-Flow, because that's...
Stop. It always brings it right back around to shadiness.
I mean,
always got to bring it back
they might
around.
hire him because...
See how the sun creeping in.
But anyway,
I can't with you. Anyways,
we got some knees and bloops and all of that from comments that we got from last week's episode.
Our little knee
about the World Cup episode. We had.
Okay.
So we had one on TikTok and we had one on YouTube. So the one on TikTok was from our girl Cora J.
Hey.
Anyway, so this is in regard to, because we're talking about, are the sexy buttocks not good?
Mm-hmm, yes.
And she said he is creepy, in referring to the older man who's 17.
Older gentleman.
The older gentleman. But I am sat for this nonsense. I am sat too. This is some nonsense that I'm definitely getting into.
I can't. That twink was sat for sure.
Yeah. Sat.
He was perked.
Well, he was laid.
Oh.
He was laid. But yeah, I'm definitely here for the nonsense. This is a goofy ass story.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what? I need something goofy in my life. Like, this doesn't even make sense. Because I'm still kind of like...
We gotta watch episode 2. We definitely have to watch episode 2.
Already.
Ooh.
I already did. And then on YouTube, this was from Giza G. And this is in regard to the fan meeting that Nanon was supposed to have that was canceled.
In Russia, yeah.
Yeah, so in Russia. And just like that, Nanon's fan meeting in Moscow was canceled due to unforeseen circumstances pertaining to the organization of the event. What's funny is, when we recorded the episode, it was not canceled yet. And then the day after we recorded, it was canceled. And then the episode came out. So we were a little delayed. But it's true. Like, just like that.
Just like that, they
canceled.
said, ooh.
And it's
interesting.
And I do
They see the backlash. They know what they're doing. They're just trying to...
Yeah, and I feel badly for fans in Russia.
That too.
Yeah, that's who I feel badly for. Nanon's gonna be fine. Like, he has enough fan meets to keep him busy for the next 20 years.
It's hard to see. I guess he also wants to branch out and you want to spread your goodness everywhere.
Yeah, but
I feel bad for the queer fans over there that want to see him,
because they could easily, for similar reasons, they could do the same to the U.S.
or whatever Thai communities over there in Russia too.
There are some, but I'm thinking more in the sense that the reason why people were upset with Russia was not only because of Russia's anti-LGBTQ stuff that's happening there, but also people are very upset with the way Russia has been doing in Ukraine. And similarly, people could be upset with the U.S. And how they've had their involvement in the Middle East, particularly when it comes to Israel, Palestine, and particularly with Iran. So similarly, people could be just as upset. And I think we have to be cognizant of how that could happen to us easily. So we are privileged in the sense that a lot of fan meets are coming to the U.S., a lot of them. With that said, it has been a privilege for you all listening once again. That is it for this episode of RyCanTopMyKnee.
RyCanTopMySun.
Ooh, the sun is bright, but that's okay. We like a little sunshine. Get on top of thinking before you share and repost on socials, as it may cost you your kneecaps.
I hope the Rye in your life. No, let me not say that. I hope the
I want to know what you were going to say now.
I hope the Rye in your life shades your knee, just like we're being blinded by the sun. We need some shade right now. I know.
That's exactly why.
Blinded by God's judgment right now.
Well, bye-bye, y'all.
Bye, y'all. Terminate that knee. Terminate that knee.